Well, it's day number one. It's hopefully going to be a good week for me. Today I've got a little bit of time off before work, so I thought I'd go digging for a little while, and hopefully we'll find a couple things, at least a few coins. So let's see if I don't find something cool. Well, here was find number one. I just digging kind of high tones today, I think, for a couple hours. But I just got myself a quarter just below the grass, 1988. So, not a bad first find. Let's get back at it and find some other things. Well, I found a little bit of change in the last 30 minutes. Mostly just some clad dimes and quarters and a couple of copper pennies, so nothing terribly special. I just got myself another clad dime. It was way down there. It was probably 7 inches down. Looks to be a 1967. So maybe we get lucky today and find us a silver coin from the 60s or the 50s at least, but haven't found one yet. I'm finding old stuff, older, but nothing terribly special just yet, so let's keep hunting. Well, I just got myself a quarter signal right here, and I popped it out of the soil. It was just barely underground, and I already know that is not a quarter. That's something different. That's probably a dollar coin. So let's take a look together. Yep, it's a dollar coin of some sort. Not sure who's on here. James Buchanan. I found him before. Not a bad little find. I'll gladly take $1. Let's get back at it. Check it out, you guys. I just got another big quarter signal and popped my little plug, and sitting down there I can already tell I've got another dollar coin. That is sweet. Who is it going to be this time? Which president? Is that Garfield maybe? Yep, James Garfield. That's awesome. I love digging up dollar coins. It makes this job a lot easier. All right, let's get back at it. Oh no, I thought I had a piece of silver here. Rang up just like a penny dime, and I saw the edge of that and it looked great, but it's a little piece of aluminum. Yeah, I dig up a lot of this kind of stuff, so kind of disappointing, but that's what you got to dig to find the good stuff. Let's get back at it. I may have gotten an older coin here, but I'm not entirely sure. I just got a 79 signal and pop this out of the ground. I cannot really see much on it. Neither can you guys probably. But I'm thinking it's a wheat penny, probably. But it could also be like an Indian head penny. So I'll have to clean that up a little bit later and take a closer look. Not sure. Let's get back at it and find some other stuff. I've been digging some zinc pennies, and I just got my first one of these today. Got myself a little house key. It's only about an inch or two down, so hasn't been there too long. Let's keep on. It's really just garbage, but I always like popping these out of the ground. These Pepsi bottle caps always stay relatively preserved because I think they're mostly aluminum, but kind of neat. All right, let's get back at it. I've dug up thousands and thousands of pull tabs over the years, and this is actually one I don't know that I've ever found. It's kind of an odd one. Don't know what that would be for. Some sort of juice container or something like that. I don't know. Just a little different. Let's get back at it and keep on. Let's investigate this one together. I just got a little coin signal and put my plug, and I can see that there's something here. I've already kind of looked at it just a little bit. It looks like it might be half of a penny, which is kind of funny. It looks to be it. It looks like it's half of a cent. I don't know that it's going to be a terribly old coin. No, it's just a half of a copper cent, but still kind of cool. It's funny how stuff like that ends up out here. All right, let's get back at it. Well, check this out, you guys. I've had pretty good luck with these big quarter signals, and I just popped my plug, and I think I have another presidential dollar coin. John Adams. This one's obviously been in the ground a little bit longer than the other ones, but that's pretty neat. I don't know that I've ever found 3 presidential dollar coins in one day, but today's the day. Kind of cool. Let's keep on. Here's a good example of digging some of those kind of bizarre signals. I just got like a 74 signal, and first popped out a nickel, which obviously is not the right signal for my machine. And then I got a quarter, and then I got another nickel, and then I got another quarter. So just in that one hole I had 60 cents. So that's pretty good. It was an ugly signal too. Could have been anything. Could have been a piece of a can or 2 or 3 zinc pennies, but nope, I got 60 cents. So let's keep hunting. I'm not going to be able to live dig this, but got a 92, 93 signal right here. And sometimes it's like a silver dollar or who knows what. So let's take a quick look and see what the heck this is. 92, 93, and it's pretty tight. So could be anything. Could also be like a big piece of aluminum or a big piece of copper pipe. So I'll be right back in just a moment. Well, I've got my answer as to why that signal was so tight and why it was so loud. Looks like we've got at least 3 quarters sitting on top of each other right here. So that's kind of neat. Let me go back over and see if there's not something else in there. But that explains why I had such a large, high ringing signal. So I'll be right back, and actually let's go over it real quick and see if there's not something else right here. Oops, just cut that a little short, but there was nothing else here. Just 3 quarters sitting on top of each other. All right, let's get back at it. Well, this certainly has to be one of the strangest things I've ever found. I just got myself a coin signal, and this orange stuff is plastic, of course, but this metal is aluminum, and it says dead fowl trainer. So I assume this is a piece off of some sort of waterfowl training device. Boy, is that weird. Never seen anything like that come out of the ground. Kind of neat, but pretty much garbage, unfortunately. All right. Well, it's time to get back home and get ready for work, but let's do just a quick roundup and see everything that we found. I did manage a healthy amount of change today. Nothing terribly special, but I did get 3 presidential dollar coins, which is kind of neat. There's my key. There's a little aluminum thing that was sitting in the grass with a kind of a weird cookie looking thing. Don't know what that is. I did get an elephant too. It was sitting in some wood chips, so kind of interesting. Here's our little thing that I just found. And yeah, all in all, it wasn't too bad. There's plenty of trash sitting around over here too. So, all right, until day 2, let's wrap it up. Hey, what's up guys? It's day number 2. I was gonna get up real early this morning, but I just didn't feel very well. I had a headache and just didn't feel great, so I kind of stayed in for a little while, and it's now the afternoon, so it's a little bit hotter, but I feel pretty good. I'm ready to go detection, so let's get at it. Well, this terrible, ugly zinc penny was find number 1, but here's find number 2. I just got myself a key. It's like a little house key. It's about 1.5 inches down, so I will take that and keep hunting. Sorry it's so windy, but I just got myself a real ugly signal down here at about 4 inches down and popped out 2 more keys. They're a little bit older keys, probably from the 70s, I would think, but kind of neat. All right, let's get back at it and find some other stuff. Nothing special, but I just got myself a little 79 signal and popped this out of the ground. Looks like a little pin, little firefighter Dalmatian pin. So, a little different. It's better than all them zinc pennies I've been digging this morning, so, or this afternoon, I should say. So, let's get back at it, find some other stuff. I just dug up something kind of weird. It was about 4 or 5 inches down, and it might be my silver for the week. It's actually this little thing right here. That might be the small piece off of a silver utensil. I think it has some hallmarks. So if you give me just a moment, I'll clean that up and we'll take a closer look at that. That's pretty interesting. In fact, I almost see like cross rifles or something on it. I'm not sure what that's supposed to represent, so let's take a closer look. Well, I'm back in my car and taking a little break, and we're going to take a look at this thing up close, because I do think it's an old piece of silver, which is kind of bizarre. It appears to be a piece of the handle off of a fork or a spoon or something like that. But it does have an engraving HH, and then it's got some sort of crossed emblems. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Rifles or just some sort of decoration, but that's certainly interesting. That's old silver. Completely unexpected too. It rang up like all the zinc pennies that I found in the last hour. If you can believe it, I have found nothing but pennies. I have not even found a dime or a quarter or anything. I've only found copper pennies and zinc pennies, so let's get back at it and hopefully find a couple more things. Well, I just popped another kind of ugly signal out of the ground, and I might have another little piece of silver. Can't say for sure right now, but it looks pretty good actually. Maybe it's a broken ring or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of an odd little thing. Ring up in the 60s, so I don't know. We'll have to check back in here in a little while and take a closer look. Kind of neat. Here's kind of a small little victory. I've gone over this place before and dug a lot of the high tones, but after an hour and a half, I finally got my first non-penny coin. So that's pretty cool. Got myself a little clad dime. Boy, I must have done a pretty good job of finding all those clad coins the last time I was here, because there are not many out here. So, all right. Well, I was just about to throw this in my bag as about the 50th zinc penny I've dug today, but you know, I took a quick look at it, and that's something a little different. It rings up just like a zinc penny, but there's nothing on that. Maybe it's a blank, I don't know. It's kind of different. I'll have to clean it up at home, but there is nothing on that coin. Kind of strange. And I do think it's zinc, just like a zinc penny, so I don't know. This is kind of cool. I just got myself a penny dime signal, and I've already kind of looked at it. I've got some sort of little badge. Nemo All District Coral. So it's some sort of choir medal? I don't know. Pretty cool though. It's obviously got a little bit of age to it. So that's a neat little thing to find. I love these little personalized medals. It's better than digging up all the trash that I found today, but kind of neat. Let's keep hunting. Check this one out. I just got a kind of a big penny dime signal, and I popped something out of the ground. It's a military button. It's kind of neat. I don't think it's terribly old. I'll clean it up back in my car with my water. Fortunately, I left it over there. But that's kind of neat. There's the Great Seal, so kind of cool. All right, let's get back at it. Here's key number 4. Looks like I got myself a little GM key. Kind of cool. Well, I'm walking back to my car right now to leave, but I'm digging some of the junk signals as I'm walking out. But just popped this out of the ground. Thought it was another zinc penny, but actually I got another Missouri tax token. So kind of cool. Probably from the 30s. Just goes to show sometimes you got to dig those zinc pennies. Well, that's another day of detecting done. I just finished up. I detected for almost 5 hours, probably about 4.5 hours. And I did pretty well. Found a lot of change, mostly zinc pennies. I did get 2 pieces of silver, which is awesome. So tomorrow, my last day of detecting for the week, I won't have to worry about finding any silver. I found my silver for the week. So let's do a quick wrap up and head home. Look at that big mess in the back of my car. Found a lot of trash. It's all kind of buried back there, but found a lot of change. Again, mostly zinc pennies. There are some clad in there. I found probably 8 or 12 quarters somewhere in there. Here's my little Missouri tax token, my 4 keys, that little general service Great Seal button. I don't know how old that is, but kind of cool. Here's that little piece of silver I found today. And the rest of the stuff, I was going to show you too, you guys. This is silver, this little ring. Oh boy, if I can get that zoom right. It is marked 925 there. So pretty cool. I had to bend it back, but that is a little silver ring. So 2 pieces of silver today. Let's go ahead and wrap it up, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Day number 3. I'm going to be hunting a place that I've hit pretty hard in the past, so I'm just going to dig a bunch of mid-tones today and probably find 100 zinc pennies, but maybe something cool will pop up. Maybe a little piece of silver or even a little piece of gold. So you just never know. So let's get right to it. Well, you guys, I've been detecting for the last hour, and I really haven't had much to show you. I've just been digging some clad and a lot of stuff from the 1960s and 70s, but I just got another penny dime signal. Popped my little plug, and I believe I have a little silver ring sitting here in the dirt. So let's get it out of there and take a quick look and just see what we have. Not sure what that says, but that looks silver to me. That's awesome. Wasn't really expecting to find such a high ringing silver today, but you just never know. Sometimes you get lucky. So give me just a minute, we'll clean this up. Well, that's kind of funny. It's a Nike silver ring. It is marked 925 here on the band. Oh, well, you guys can see that. Got it upside down, of course, but that's awesome. Got myself a little piece of silver for the day. And I'm less than an hour in, probably. So let's keep hunting. Well, it looks like I just got myself another ring. It's not silver, unfortunately, but I believe I've got a little copper ring, which is still kind of cool. There is some symbology on it, and I believe it's the Thunderbird, which I don't know that part of history very well, but I believe it's a Native American symbol. Kind of cool. All right, let's keep hunting. Well, I just got myself a 79 signal, and I've already taken a quick look to see what it is. And I've got myself a Showbiz Pizza token, it looks like. That's kind of neat. There you go, Showbiz Pizza Palace. So I don't know that I ever visited one of these establishments, but still kind of cool. I believe it says, "Come for the pizza, stay for the fun." All right, let's get back at it. Just had myself a big quarter signal and popped this out of the ground. Looks like I got myself a lighter. Don't know how long that's been there, but kind of neat. Probably from the 80s or the 90s. I just got another really weird one. I've actually found one of these before, but I just got a big quarter signal, and I saw this and I thought, oh, it's a big piece of copper or brass, but check it out. It's a letter opener, and it actually has some information on it. Looks like it's a stadium, University of Illinois. Wow, that is unusual. What on earth is that doing out here? Still pretty cool though. Let's get back to it. Here's my first one of these for the day. Got a key. In fact, there maybe something else on it. Oh, got 2 keys. 2 for 1. Check that out. Looks like house keys probably, but I could be wrong. Very good. Whoa, I just got a quarter signal and popped something big and round out. I have no idea what it is. I haven't looked at all yet. So what on earth do we have? Oh my gosh, it's a Pokemon token of some sort. Oh my gosh, and I know who that is. It's Mr. Mime. Jeez. That's kind of cool though. You just never know what you're gonna find. Thought I was digging up a quarter and got a Pokemon token. Gotta catch them all. Let's get back to it. I'm actually walking back to my car to get out of here. I'm getting kind of tired, but just got a really bizarre, big, ugly signal, and I decided to investigate it and got myself another key. I have no idea what kind it is, but still kind of cool. Walmart. Probably a car key. All right, let's get out of here and do a wrap up for the day. Well, I'm tired, dirty, and ready to go home. The day turned out very different from what I expected as well. I thought I was going to be digging junk all day, but actually I got into an area where there was just a bunch of clad and a bunch of copper pennies. So that's mostly what I did today. So let's take a quick look at the board and head home here in a minute. That's not a bad little haul. Found plenty of change. I don't know the exact amount of money that I found, but it's probably over $10 and quite a few quarters. I got one little piece of silver, that Nike ring, that Mr. Mime token, which is kind of cool. 3 keys, that University of Illinois letter opener, and some other stuff. There's a bunch of trash too that I'm not showing you, but all in all, we had a good day. So let's get back home and do a wrap up for the week. All right, you guys, it's time to do a wrap up for the week. I'm back at home and have everything set up. So let's take a quick look and check out all the stuff that I found. We found a lot of stuff this week. Got a lot of change. Found a couple of interesting little things. Before we get into that too deep, here is the trash for the week. We found plenty of that. Alcohol bottles sitting out in the grass and all sorts of little pieces of junk. So please be careful, wear some gloves, and take all this junk home with you. And it's not just the stuff that you dig up, the stuff that's sitting in the grass too. Please take that home with you. It doesn't need to be out there. But we found some clad change, lots of copper pennies, found a lot of zinc pennies as well, some nickels there. So let's do a quick wrap up of all that. We found $3 coins, 65 quarters, 72 dimes, 10 nickels, 108 copper cents, and 146 zinc cents. I don't include the zinc cents in my total, unfortunately. They're in pretty bad shape. So in total, I found $28.03. And for about 13 hours of work, I was making about $2.16 an hour. So I didn't get very rich. But we found some interesting things. There's a little lighter that came out of the ground I showed you guys. Sorry, I'm a little congested. I think my allergies are kind of kicking up. Found this really interesting little badge or medal. I believe that's Northeast Missouri State. And it's some sort of choral or choir medal. So that's pretty neat. What else did we find? We found 8 keys this week. It's a whole bunch of those. I got 1 wheat penny. I dug this up earlier in the week, and I showed you guys it coming out of the ground, but I had to get it home and really scrape on it to actually see what the heck it was. I believe it's a 1927 wheat penny. Kind of cool. Let's see, what else do we have? A Showbiz pizza token that later became Chuck E. Cheese. There's that little blank zinc thing. Still don't know what that is. We got ourselves an elephant. They came out of some wood chips. This also came out of the wood chips. We got a 1965 Canadian cent. So that's kind of cool. That weird little medallion thing. I got this pretty cool little U.S. military button. Very gold gilt. So pretty cool. What else do we have? This Mr. Mime Pokemon coin is pretty cool. My brother would be very jealous of that. This is Nintendo and Hasbro, so that's pretty cool. What else? Hold on, let me clean my nose off. Ugh. We got some brass and copper things sitting up there. Just kind of some junky stuff. Got this in the wood chips and didn't record it. It's a junky little kid's ring with a shell on it. Here's another kind of junky little ring. There's that little Thunderbird ring. So that's kind of cool. We got a little copper thing. We got 3 presidential dollar coins, which is pretty cool. And they all came out of the ground on the same day. Thought I would share a little bit of information on these 3 gentlemen, just because I thought it's kind of neat. John Adams was the first president to actually live in the White House after it was constructed. James Buchanan, our only bachelor president, never married. He was also the only president to have served in the military and not have been an officer. He was a private during the War of 1812. And then James Garfield was the only member of the U.S. House of Representatives, sitting member of the U.S. House of Representatives, to become president. He also, in 1881, he was one of 3 men to have served as president that year. The other ones being Rutherford B. Hayes and Chester A. Arthur. So really pretty cool. There's our little doggy firefighter thing. We got this interesting deadfall trainer leg that came out of the ground a couple days ago. We have some fractional state currency. This is a Missouri sales tax token, and it's considered a mill, so 1/10 of a cent. Pretty neat. It's a zinc coin. I got a 1/2 cent this week. LOL. Somebody obviously cut that in half with a pair of snips years ago. So kind of neat. What else do we have? I found this little badge with a J on it. Aluminum badge. Probably some kid's little thing. There's that Stadium University of Illinois box opener. Or, I'm sorry, letter opener. That's kind of different. You don't find that every day. But here's the good stuff. Let's look at some of the silver we found. There's a sweet little silver ring. 925. Here's our little Nike ring. That also is 925. And then my favorite find of the week has to be this. I still don't know exactly what this is off of, but I believe it's a portion of a silver utensil. I looked up this information for the hallmarks, and I may have an identification, but I'm not sure. There is a gentleman by the name of George Wintle from London that has had a very similar hallmark. And he was a silversmith in the 1790s to the 1820s. I don't know if that's him. If you guys know more than I do, please let me know. I'm not an expert on hallmarks, but it's still pretty cool. GW, there's a lion, a P, and whatever that strange emblem is. I still don't know exactly. But that's pretty early silver, if you ask me. Pretty cool. And I think that's about everything. I think we covered the board pretty well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please, please, please get out there and detect and find some cool stuff. Wear some good gloves and take all your trash with you. I'll see you next time, and have a good one. Bye.